Hi guys! Happy Tuesday! So I was sitting here and I was thinking about yesterday about how I shared about how I felt discriminated against sort of in the store when I was accused basically of stealing or trying to be scammy. And I shared that story of how I responded to that situation as the new me, you know, instead of flipping out and making a scene and making something that was already yucky. Hi! Hey, I was just thinking of you. So, I wanted to talk about the ripple effect because I shared that story yesterday, not because I like to hear myself talk. Actually, I don't love making videos, but I'm practicing to get better at it. I want to, in hopes, so let me find my words here. Pump the brakes, pump the brakes. So by me sharing experiences that I go through, I hope that, you know, the people that hear it, like it'll get put in front of the right person that needs to hear that message, and then something in them kind of changes and then they take value from it. That's why I share, getting excited. That's why I share my story, and that's why I'm here, because I want to help share my answers and things that have worked for me in hopes of helping, you know, someone else. So yesterday when I shared that story of me being, you know, discriminated against, I had someone reach out to me and tell me because I shared my story, they were able to resolve an issue that they had with someone prior. So basically, one of my girlfriends had been bullied for a long time by someone, you know, near to her, and, you know, she was just showing up and living her life, and this girl was rude and jealous and mean. And if you guys know what it's like to be bullied, like I'm sure we've all been there for something. I've been bullied. I get bullied still to this day because I'm in the public eye all the time, you know, for sharing everything. You know, it's normal. Unfortunately, it's not right, but it's normal. So there's only so much really a normal person can take of being bullied before they want to defend themselves or, you know, say something back. Because when you're hurting someone over and over and over and over and over, like you can only take so much, right, before you just want to like lash back because you want it to stop. So one of my girlfriends told me that she was in a situation where someone was constantly bullying her, and she would try to take the higher road and just lead with love, and it just got to the point where it was so bad that she said hurtful words to this person that she didn't want to say, but it just happened, and then she regretted it ever since. And she told me because I shared my video yesterday, she was able to actually apologize to this girl that she had said those words she didn't mean that were very hurtful to this girl, and she knew it. When we say things to other people, or we do things because we're hurting and we try to hurt someone else, we only hurt ourselves. I mean, not only are we hurting them, but we're hurting ourselves more. And so a point that I kind of wanted to bring up was that, I mean, apologizing is great. And I know that, something I learned in the beginning of my journey was that when I apologize to people, it's not necessarily because they deserve it, you know? It's more for my personal well-being and growth, because when we do things that are, you know, negative or that don't feel good, we carry that around with us, and it's just kind of like a burden, like, because that's not, you know, who we are, and that's not leading with love. And so I just kind of wanted to talk about the ripple effect, because if I wouldn't have shared my story, she would still be carrying around that pain and that hurt. And because I shared, you know, what I went through in my experience and my struggle, she was able to kind of work through her own thing and kind of release those feelings of negativity and, you know, whatever it was. And that meant a lot to me, you know, for someone to reach out and just let me know, hey, because you shared that, I was able to heal a little bit. And that's literally the only reason why I shared it anyways, to, you know, help someone else that might be struggling kind of figure out their own situation. And it's kind of amazing. Like, it's kind of like, you know, it's like an epic, you know, paying it forward, being able to share my story every day in different ways and trying to positively impact the lives of others and let you know that, like, hey, I'm human. I struggle too. You're not alone. Hi, Penny. Yeah, I just thought that was important. You know, you never know by sharing an experience, like who's going to read it or who's going to hear it. And I believe in vulnerability. I think that's really important. I think we all crave it because it helps us relate to people, but I don't think enough of us do it. You know, and what I mean by vulnerability is just being real and sharing your imperfections and sharing your struggles and sharing what you learned and just owning your story, right? And by sharing your story and owning it, and sharing how you've grown and how you deal with things, you kind of give other people permission to grow and to learn and to develop and to be better. And that is like the ultimate paying it forward of what I even do as a coach, is that by me showing up and sharing these things, I'm telling the people, you know, that I'm mentoring, that it's okay to be imperfect and it's okay to struggle, and that we're all here together. You know, it kind of, like, I'm not special, you know, whatever, but that was just on my heart. And I just really appreciate when people reach out to me and they say, hey, you know, thank you for sharing that one thing or whatever it was. Like, you know, it helps me in this way, because if I can help only one person a day or whatever by a story or whatever, you know, an experience I share like that, then that's mission accomplished, right? I'm like totally sweating in red because live video. But I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. It's 4:30. I have an hour to go hop on my team call where we're going to kind of just vibe and mastermind about what we've learned this week and how we can better help others and ourselves, and it's going to be really awesome. It's our first one in a long time, and I'm really, really, really freaking looking forward to it. Love you too, Karina. I have a major extrovert hangover. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but basically I extroverted like all weekend from like Friday probably until Monday, and I feel like I just can't catch up. Like sleeping last night, like I slept so hard, it was so amazing, and I just wanted to sleep all day, and I was like, no, we're not gonna do that, no. But it did cross my mind. But I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah! And I'm wearing a flannel, haters.